Those are great today. Tonight, 8:15 on Zeta 4. And we have another Cooper City caller. Hello.
Dale.
Yeah.
This is Harlan. How's it going, guys?
Harlan, I can't believe it. How come you're over there and not over here, Harlan?
How's Harlan doing talking about me? No, he has to call and tell you that you're number one fan, guy.
He's a lot more popular than you are, Harlan. His phone was ringing off the hook. Did you hear it?
Him that call waiting, you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He's a class clown. He's voted class clown.
What does he look like, Harlan? Is he ugly?
You might like him.
Really?
He's obnoxious, you know.
Hey, listen, all you got to do is, stuff a banana in his mouth and shut him up. So what's happening?
Oh, my God.
What's happening, Harlan? He said that, did you hear what he said about you?
I wouldn't go as far as to wear a picture of you on the,
Yeah, no, I understand you wear it where it can't be seen, Harlan. Is that true? You kind of cover it up?
Well, I have my Neil Rogers underwear.
Do you really? Oh, boy. Well, we're going to be playing Close to You by the Carpenters in just a minute for you and me, Harlan.
How's it going? Boy, what a bunch of mumblings calling you yesterday, huh?
I know. What kind of a show was that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was going to call and I said, hey, no, he's going to be in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Well, I'm always in a good mood when I hear from you, Harlan. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Salmon bagels.
Huh? The bagels are delicious. You notice how Harlan keeps changing the subject. It's just a radio show, man. That's all. I'm just a friendly guy. Is that okay?
Yeah, you're...
Friendly and desperate, you know.
So, this is what I was going to ask you.
Wait a minute. Before you ask me the question, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How come it's 16 after 8 on a Thursday morning and you're not in school yet?
Huh? Listen, I work at Toys R Us, and a Nintendo cartridge came and scratched me in my face, and I'm not going to go to school with a big scrape on my face.
Wait a minute. Now, what, you run that by me again? Who gave you a big Seymour?
Nintendo cartridge. You know what Nintendo is?
Mm-mm.
It's like, you know how the old Atari stuff, well, I work with all that kind of stuff. The cartridges, like Atari.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that, and when I work at Toys R Us.
So you have a big scratch on your face?
It's really nothing, but, I don't want to...
Well, listen, we've got this new head that maybe you want to put on your body.
The Oprah head?
No, not Oprah, the other one. The amputated head.
Oh, Jesus. No.
So in other words, you used a little scratch on your face to stay home. Come on, Harlan. You just stayed home because you want to call this show.
I did. All right. You got it out of me.
Oh, God.
And now I have...
Oh, I'm not going to say anything about that.
Good, don't.
What a line.
I was going to ask you, since there's no school Monday...
There isn't? Oh, that's right. It's President's Day.
If me and my friends, if we stop by with, to give you a Valentine's Day card or whatever, would we be able to see it? Would we get in? Would Mom let us in to see it?
I guarantee you, Harlan, if you come by here, you'll get in. Trust me.
Hey, you're the greatest, man.
You're the greatest, pal. Pal.
You're too good to me.
Why not? You're a great guy. I mean, I want the audience to understand. Harlan is a nice guy. He's not the best-looking guy in the world, right?
Not the best.
Not the best. He's good. He's a good-looking guy, but he's not like Ricky, the photographer, right? No.
I'm no Ricky.
Huh?
I'm no Ricky.
You know Ricky, don't you?
Some.
You saw him at Specs, right?
But,
Harlan, are we losing the conversation here? No, I know. He can't relate to it. You can't follow it. Well, I understand. You're putting on, playing dumb. That always helps.
Oh, my God. Come on, Bird. Help me out here. Somebody.
No, you're on your own.
No, but there's just something about Harlan. He's just one of those lovable, great... am I right? I don't know what it is.
Hey, I love your show, man. You're the best. I listen to you every morning. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to listen to you.
Well, I heard that all of Cooper City listen to this show now. Is that true?
Hey, I did it, man. I sit there.
We know you did it, but that's not the question.
Yeah, they all listen to you. They do.
Great.
A couple of them listen to Stan, which is I'm trying to get them out of it.
Yeah, tell them to cure them of that habit. That could be habit forming.
I mean, I'm not limp wristed. Don't get me wrong, but
right. Or what is this? You got to prove how macho you are? Nobody was questioning that. We believe you sound pretty macho to me. You sound like maybe Hispanic, right? Are you Hispanic?
Oh, God.
See, that proves it right there. I mean, if you're, you can't
I'm a UM student.
You can't be more macho than anybody Latin, okay? And if I could tell you all the Latin males that I've had sex with, okay, you couldn't count them, all right?
Oh, man.
See how open this show is this morning? We have a new format this morning. The management doesn't know it yet, man, but we're going to just let it all hang out, so to speak. You follow?
Are they going to mock me for being
No, you're...
Yeah, they can upset you.
Now, listen, by the way, Bob, when your dad called earlier, he said something about you want to move out of your house? Anyway, listen, it's... no, seriously, what I'm doing, I'm working. I had a whole house full of terrific-looking guys that I can't get... You understand what I'm saying? That I can't get near. And so far, I've got a good start, and we're working on it, okay? But listen, I can just sit around and look, okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, Bob's moving in, he said. Okay, listen, it's good hearing from you.
Okay, great. Thanks.
See, this show has been just incredible. I feel like I've been in a torture chamber.
Mm-hmm, I know.
But that's
too.
okay. Harlan's going to go try to find a date now.
Oh, come on.
And no, Harlan's a good guy. Haven't I always said nice things about you? I've always been nice to you. In fact, it could, if things become tough enough, you just let me know, Harlan. And of course, Bob and I are going to the house for a while now to have a little chat. We're going to have talk about gambling. You go to the track?
No, highlight.
Oh, highlight. Well, I'll show you where the real action is at. And
Tara
and you are going to go and you're going to give her some paraphernalia.
That's
He
correct.
invited me to help him get the screw out of his tire.
And moving right. How are you?
Yesterday's show gets a thumbs down.
Okay.
It sounded like something from the Jay Michaels show.
Oh,
You got
Come on.
That was my
That was the
opinion,
lowest.
too.
I'm sorry. It's
That's
just
what
that you got
it was.
100 people talking at once, and they're giggling, and this one's talking at the same time as that one, and you're sort of falling into a rut too.
What is that?
Oh, wait.
Since we're being critical this morning.
What is the rut?
The rut is sort of like every morning. It's like every young guy calls, and it's like, "Hi, would you like to come to my house? You have a cute voice. How old are you?"
Wait a minute. We've been on for 25 minutes this morning. Is any young guy who called or I said, would you like to come to my house?
I mean, but you do it every day. It's like...
Well, of course, if they sound good, you're damn right. Maybe I'll strike gold one of these days, pal.
Well, I mean, when you were on the AM, it was different. It was
No,
like...
it was not different. When I was on the AM, we had we had young guys coming in the show every day.
But not every
Oh,
day.
when I was on the AM, it was different. Here we go with this propaganda. What are you, from the Stan Major Propaganda Club?
I mean, it's...
The show was not different on the AM, sir. The only thing was it sounded more muffled, okay? That was the only difference.
It's like you've lost your sense of balance since you went to
Yeah,
FM.
I know. I'm unbalanced, sir, and that's why we're unbalancing you right off the phone, you jackass. Unbalanced.
No,
Do you believe this guy?
it's not true.
Now, see, it's okay if Stan sits in there, not only trolls, but brings these boring
them in.
young ladies in there and lets them sit there. Okay, if you want to talk to Katie, that's okay. See, here's a guy who's suffering again from that penis thing. He just got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's been part of the show, pal, for over a year now, all right? That's my show. And take it or leave it, but don't give me this chance about how on the AM it was different. Are you out of your mind? In fact, on the AM, do you remember there was a period of time when I was going to go to Hawaii?
Sure.
When I was trolling, I mean madly, on
Oh,
there to
yeah.
find somebody to go, which it didn't turn out, it didn't work out, but that went on for a month.
Yeah. I'm sorry you didn't get to go on that trip because,
I'm not.
Well, they were going to...
Was down at the pot last night, and
Guess who told him to go?
I want to tell you something. Alan, as I said before, can call this show any time he wants, okay?
Listen to this, though.
Are you following me, Harlan?
I'll tell him. I'm sure he's listening right now, but I
I'll
told him to go to the
guarantee
party. I told him you were going to be there.
You told him to go to the pot?
Yes, he says, Alan.
Why, is he one of those who's just a little bit slow on stuff like that? Was it one or two, Harlan?
He just never knows when he has to
Which
go.
number was it? Yeah, I know. Now, he turns out to be a very interesting young man.
Yeah, like I said, he's a class clown.
Yeah, he sure is, and I'm going to take him home for some real comedy a little later on in the day, but that's another story.
So,
Boy, what a shock that was. It was really amazing to me. 4.
yeah, I'm a good friend of Alan. He talks about you all the time, man.
Does he really? Well, lately I've been talking about him a lot, too, because I met him for the first time, let's see, on Monday night.
He's not a bad guy.
He's a great guy.
Funny guy. I'm going to stay with him in the variety show.
Well, he is funny. I'd like to make him laugh.
And, you're talking about...
So, Steve, let's get serious for just a minute, okay? So, in other words, Alan is obsessed with me. Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Is he really?
He talks about you all the time.
Constantly. Well, I'm obsessed with Alan, too. I bet you we'd make a great team if you get the drift of what I'm saying, Steve.
Yeah, I get your drift.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you were talking about Ricky's restaurant yesterday.
I mean, isn't Alan surprisingly good-looking for a guy who sounds like such a nerd on the phone? Now, it's just a joke, Alan. Come on. Now, he's an interesting guy.
It sounds like you're obsessed with him.
Now, like, have you and Alan ever compared notes in the locker room or stuff like that? It's just a joke, Steve, okay? It's just a
we
little
don't have
joke.
to eat together now.
You don't do what together?
Yeah.
A couple of minutes to 6, one of our Cooper City callers called in, and, these kids today, man, are just so emotional. He's jealous. Now, this is the same young man who was so excited that Alan and I had struck up this wonderful relationship. because took some of the heat off of him. Remember that way back when? We don't want to mention Bob's name this morning, although Bob threatens to call in as Alan Jr. this morning, which is okay with us. But he was mocking Alan and doing all this other stuff, and it indicated very clearly to me that Bob is jealous. He's not getting enough attention. Now, Bob, if you're listening, if you're up this early this morning, I'll be delighted to give you all the attention you want, baby, okay? All the attention you can handle and then some. So don't worry about things. Things are okay. They're going to be just fine, as somebody I know would say. Well, they like this screenless crap, you know that? That we again want to thank our dear friends at Lulu City High. Well, we don't want to overdo it because there are people in the audience get very upset about that. A lot of cantankerous people out there.
And you're making them into big celebrities, and you're always saying you don't want to do that. All you want to do is just get a hold of those young students over there and corrupt their morals.
I got news for you. I couldn't corrupt their morals because they don't have any, okay? 25 after 7 on Zeta. We want to thank Tara. Explained over the years that everything in life kind of like fits together.
Yes,
okay?
it does.
And I told Alan
Dovetails.
that the other day, and he wouldn't believe me. Where are we going next? Now, see, you're getting upset. I can tell by the look on your face. You really believe that I'm going to invite all those prepubescent kids over to my house and try to, you know, have a little fun with them on Friday. And, you know, the more I think about it, it sounds incredibly appealing to me. See, because when I'm in my house, there are a lot of rooms. It's not like being, you know, in this little tiny studio that we're in. There are a lot of rooms. There's places to go and hang out. Mm-hmm. And like while music is playing, we could kind of go and check out some of the rooms. I have this one workout room that doesn't have anything in it yet, but it does have a floor. 13 till 8 on Zeta 4 as we work out together on a Wednesday morning. That isn't true. Have I ever said anything bad about him? Have I said that he's like the...
compete with Alan.
Nobody can compete with Alan. Physically, he has this incredible appearance. His brain is not there, okay? They can't give all the goods out to the same people. You know what I mean?
Be fair.
Now, Bob is a different sort. Bob's got like a lot of both, which is unusual. Harlan, of course, has got... What?
He's got neither.
I didn't say that. See, you're like making these self-deprecating remarks. Harlan is just fine, believe me. Nobody would lose out with Harlan. He's got a great disposition and a great body and a great mind.
And he can dance, too.
And he can dance up his forearm. I just had something crawl out of my mouth. I think it's alive in here. What was that? You going to read the weather, Bob? Station. Well, I had one incredible experience. Well, there were several. First of all, we get to the Tropicana after that long, nightmarish trip all the way out there. It takes forever to get there. We get to the hotel, and the place is jam-packed. It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night. And finally get to the registration desk, and I already had confirmed reservations. You know, they send you the sheets in the mail and guaranteed on your credit card and that stuff.
And they weren't there.
And she says to me, oh, well, I don't understand this, but there are people in one of those rooms. In other words, they sold one of the 2 rooms out from underneath us. Okay? So now she's checking in a computer, and she's having a nervous breakdown. Well, I've got these 2 rooms, and I got 1 bed and a rollaway. And I said, hey, that's not what we wanted, and that's not what we were guaranteed, you know. And then finally, after all kinds of mishigas, she gives us 2 rooms, one on the 8th floor, one on the 1st floor, okay? So 2 of the people go up to the 8th floor, and we go up to the 1st floor and open the door, and guess what? It's not the kind of room at all. It's that we wanted. And I called down and went crazy. Okay, we'll give you $5.55, and they got to clean it up. It'll be 10 minutes, and it's just what you wanted, and 2 beds and all this other. And we're sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden the door opens in this room, and these 2 big, enormous women, they look like female basketball players, come waltzing in. They had sold them the rooms while we were waiting. I mean, these people, man, were so screwed up, and it's unusual because the Tropicana is usually pretty sharp.
Yeah, I thought they had it together
I've been there a few times before, but they were totally out of control. In fact, I said to the guy on the phone, I said, you know, I think the people at your registration desk are on heavy-duty drugs tonight. He said, 8:15 on Zeta 4, and our next call is from Margate. Hello.
Story from Las Vegas about Harlan.
You got what?
That was, you dialed out of line. I mean, you picked it up.
Oh, I punched the wrong one up. You have a story about Harlan?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What is it?
He said that Las Vegas was wonderful, and
What's going on?
that that the free shrimp and stuff like the 99-cent shrimp and cocktails and stuff like that make Las Vegas a #1 hit.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot. 8:16, man, they're going. Cooper City is having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, they are.
Now, aren't they?
They sure
Aren't they
are.
losing it?
They are today.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've always
Well,
had it together.
Well, it's getting close to graduation time and a lot of
That's true.
finals and a lot of pressure on. I guess they're just cracking out of the pressure. See, you separate the men from the boys, so to speak, when
That's right.
it gets down to the real... See, anybody during the middle of the season can play... It's like once every 3 months or something. Okay, well, Stem's mom, by the way, is on the phone here. Almost forgot all about her. How you doing, Stem's mom?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing, Neil?
Pretty good.
I had to motivate my son to get up out of bed this morning.
That was incredible. It
I can imagine.
was a major miracle.
Exactly. What are you guys doing this morning?
What are we doing? Well, I'm getting my hair cut, and Stem's just kind of sitting there looking natural, you know.
You can cut his too.
No.
I think, yeah, you want us to give him a haircut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and short.
Nice and short. Okay.
No
how,
chance.
How about a mohawk?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
No
That's
chance.
good.
That sounds good to me.
I'll get dressed like those Miramar guys, right?
Yeah.
Miramar horticulture or something like that.
Hey, you did pretty good on the sports, huh?
He did excellent. What's that, JT? Yeah, you can go ahead and put some water on my hair. That's good. The sound you hear is water on my hair.
I hear it loud and clear.
Isn't that good?
Well, you guys have a good morning. I have to go to work. That's something Andrew's allergic to.
Get
I know.
the notes.
Well, we'll change that.
Oh, good.
Okay, poverty always changes things like that, you know?
Sure does.
Okay, have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye. Your honors.
I know. They're just, using you guys. They get
Exactly. Exactly.
What about that? What about that other one, the one with the black hair that refuses to call you but still says he's your friend?
Oh, I forgot his name. What was his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Harley Davidson, something like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call you and tell you
I
that...
sure hope he had a good time in Vegas at my expense. I hope it was good for him,
Oh, Giordano.
so to speak, yeah.
Well, there's plenty of listeners of your show at Cooper City, and we still love your show.
Thank you.
I just want to tell you that I know we don't have the big following we did.
Boy.
I knew you'd be thrilled. That's why I
I'm
waited
thinking
till
of canceling that vacation anyway. It's a little bit early in the summer. It's only the first day of summer.
So it's going to be us three in here, and Bobby Darin's going to be running the
Yeah,
board.
good. I hope you have a good time.
Oh, I thought Stem was going to run the board.
It's going to be difficult for him to run the board from Hawaii, you know,
Oh. Well, that's what you told me.
because he's going with me. You know, that mysterious, and
Well, you didn't-
he's only about 10 years old, too, which makes it very embarrassing.
So you were just joking around,
What?
trying to upset me when he
Oh,
said
that he was coming in here?
Right.
How's he going to... Why do you keep doing that? Why is he slamming the door and you're... And the smog never stops.
Mm-hmm.
It never stops. I took our friend Stem to go see the Hollywood sign. We drove up Western Avenue, and you could reach out and touch it, but you can't see it. That whole sandwich on
No. Huh?
Stars on fall.
But isn't it...
Stems on 5.
Stem is on 5. What the hell did we do to deserve this honor?
I don't know. I'm just, I can't believe life goes on this early in the morning.
Yeah, what are you doing up?
I don't know. I was
What'd you
trying to
do?
ask myself that. I'm
Probably just getting in, right?
no, I've been home for a little while.
Yeah, for about a half an hour, huh?
I'm just got a hangover.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I do really.
Too many of those, what do they call those non-alcoholic drinks? What? No, not Mai Tais. What do they call those, you know what I mean?
The Temples.
Judy Temple, there you go.
Yeah, one of
Shirley
those.
Temples, yeah.
Oh,
So
man,
Stem just came in from Temple.
Oh, yeah, I forgot what I was calling about. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you to watch it because, you can't get, 2 weeks till, we leave. And
I've been doing very well, you know.
I'm just making sure that you don't go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
You get, too excited and, just eat.
Well, I might get
around.
excited, but I've lost about 7 pounds, so I'm doing pretty well. See, I'm eating in the morning now, and then the rest of the day I just kind of mellow out.
Yeah, just,
Me too.
a little bit.
Right.
Just you take it in small amounts.
Little bits and pieces, and you can relate to that, right?
Yeah, and was there any relation to those prepubescent pinheads in me?
No.
Oh, okay.
But if the shoes fit, if the slippers fit, wear them. That's what I've always said.
I see.
So how's everything in your life? Okay?
Hey,
Under control?
Great. How about with you?
Everything is marvelous,
How you
okay?
doing, Glenn, Dave?
Fine. Tell him.
He said fine.
Oh.
Glenn,
Shut off their mics?
no, Glenn,
Oh, no, great, Stem, great.
Glenn isn't speaking to you because he figures that might encourage you to come in here again.
Oh, like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tomorrow would be a good day because Ricky, the photographer, is going to be here tomorrow.
Yes,
What photographer?
Huh?
What's taking a picture of?
Well, we can't get into that.
Oh.
Listen, have a marvelous day.
All right, I'll be over later.
Oh, great. That's good. We can have some spies at the windows checking out what's going on, okay?
Yeah, but me, Chris, and Kirk, we're going to go hit the beach and go rat hunting first.
Oh, rat hunting. Okay, well, watch out for those gerbils, okay?
I'll watch out for them, and I'll see you later.
See you later. Bye.
Take it easy.
Okay, 821 on Zeta 4, and if there's any spies out there or monitors this morning would like to find out, he'll be coming over to the house and we'll be doing disgusting things, so.
Is Rick the photographer really coming here tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, yeah. We're going to do things with him, too, that hasn't been invented yet. Like chat, go to the track.
We won't say what.
But you people out there that have these livid imaginations, man, let me just put it this way. I only wish, okay? I only wish that all your fantasies would come true for me.
We can't say what he's taking a picture of, but he's bringing a zoom lens, I hear.
With a sense of humor like his and 4 more subs, he ought to go far, you know what I mean?
When I was
By
telling
the way, if there are any douchebags out there in the audience that want to call Fat Rich at home like late at night again and to try to pump him for information about God only knows what, Fat Rich, I don't know if you've ever seen him, any of you monitors out there in the audience, but he could turn you into a pretzel, okay?
Yeah,
you know how big he is? He could pick up Hercules with one finger and just...
I've seen some of the people that he turned into a pretzel, too, and it's...
He could pick up Hercules and put him on a piece of toast, you know, and have him for breakfast. Anyway, I just mentioned that in passing because I'm in this real combative, surly... I'm just not going to take it anymore. I'm really not. Enough is enough of this crap,
Yeah, you got nobody... you got a bat in your own...
Exactly. You got a bat in your own, plate.
Mm-hmm.
In your own batting cage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.